Yo, alright boys, kembali lagi bersama saya Yorgan di Marvel Matahari Dini Hari. Dan di hari yang spesial ini, izinkan saya untuk mengucapkan Selamat Natal bagi semua teman-teman Kristen yang merayakannya, termasuk saya juga ya. Ya, semoga damai Natal tahun ini melimpahi kita semua, terutama untuk teman-teman kita yang masih dilanda konflik di negara seberang sana ya. Semoga konfliknya cepat mereda dan biar nggak ada jatuh korban lagi. Udahlah, damai-damai aja lah, capek kan perang mulu, udah berbulan-bulan perang nggak ada habisnya, mending damai aja lah ya. Dan selamat menyongsong tahun baru juga, semoga yang resolusi yang udah tersusun bisa tercapai di tahun mendatang. Kalau misalkan belum tercapai ya udah sabar aja. Mudah-mudahan bisa dicapai lagi di tahun yang akan datang lagi, oke? Oke, sekarang kita akan membuka misi berikutnya. Oke, jadi di video sebelumnya gue sudah menyelesaikan DLC-nya ini, Storm ya. Dan kayaknya kita harus lanjutin ini misi utamanya, dimana di sini kita akan melibatkan Tony Stark. Oke, jadi ada Hunter, ada si Tony sama si Captain America. Let's go.
Apologies for the delays. Steve and I are holding down the fort here, alone, and given my condition, I'm just not myself.
Yeah, because that's a new problem for you.
Shut up, Tony. You're more than just the Hulk, Bruce. You're one of the most brilliant scientific minds on this planet.
Indeed. And it's time for you to share some of that brilliance with us, Dr. Banner. When can we expect to see your findings?
Keep telling you. Gremlins.
Losing power on arc reactors 1 and 3. Facing complete defensive grid failure.
Impossible. Even for her. Okay, improbable.
Incoming Hydra gunships. We're being completely overrun. Missiles targeting us.
No. Stay calm, Bruce.
I am calm. I am always calm.
Bruce!
Keep working the comms. I may be able to restore the system if I can get close enough to the tower. What do you say, Junior? Think you could back me up out there in case Mommy Darkest arrives?
Anytime.
Oke, jadi misi kita adalah ke Avenger Tower ya. Jadi Avenger Tower lagi diserang oleh Hydra dan si Bruce Banner dalam bahaya. Yang kalian lihat tuh di situ ada si Captain America. Sebenarnya di sini dia belum masuk gitu ya, belum masuk tim ya. Baru setelah ngejalanin misi ini, baru habis itu si Captain masuk ke tim kita.
Next time we visit the tower, I'll give you the grand tour.
You may need to clean up a bit first.
I was on hiatus. Otherwise we'll be on the furniture.
Step through portal.
Ya, makasih Ilyana. Udah dibukain portal.
We're dropping you to a position just outside the battle zone. A little extra caution. Better safe than sorry.
Do not make it too far. I do not want to miss out on the fighting. You do know I cannot fly, right?
Tony, that you? The entire defensive perimeter's been taken out. Better get down here soon or there'll be nothing left to save.
Way ahead of you.
Aduh, itu jubahnya ganggu asli dah.
Sensor's got your energy signature confused with a flock of radioactive pigeons. It's a New York thing. Yeah, I'd maybe add a couple more O's onto that.
I thought the doctor said your defenses were down.
They are. Didn't say anything about our defenders, though.
Yep. Gila. Astaga, jubahnya. Kapitan Pacitan ya kan, alias Kapitan Amerika.
Welcome to the fight. We will not fail.
Are they stronger than they look at least?
We've got incoming fire.
Oke.
I'm glad you're all getting acquainted out there, but if you could focus your attention on those Hydra soldiers, that'd be great. I'll work on getting the
Ini
defenses
kita
back.
pindahin
But
ke
you're on your own until
mana
then.
ya?
I could probably do
Ini
that
nih sniper bahaya nih.
Design the system.
We don't have
Kita
time for
tabakin
your
ke
bullshit right now.
sini. Udah sini nggak apa-apa.
Just an observation.
Yang penting si kapten keluar dari area tembak dulu. Terus tunggu, shield charge bisa nggak nih? Ya, tahu dulu deh. Dia udah ada blok, jadi ini ada deh. Mark target. Kita target nih nih.
This should be good.
The target is clear.
They don't all have to be pretty.
Tunggu. Kita tabakin ke coba. Oh, nggak bisa. Shield charge. Tanggung sih cuma satu musuh. Atau nggak lu aja deh Tony. Ah, nggak nyampe. Udahlah. Ya, dia pakai ngilang. Ngecut. Nggak usah kali ya. Defense-nya masih penuh.
At least they're committed. I think we lost one.
Ngilang lagi.
It's starting to get on my nerves. Oh, I thought we were finished. Serve her with honor.
Aduh, yang merah tuh juga bahaya tuh. Bisa ngasih status. Nah, ini di counter dulu nih.
On these systems. And what happened to the fail-safes? Did you even have any?
Ntar dulu deh,
I'm not sure
kita
I'd
keluarin
brag
si
about
Hunter
these
dulu
designs
nih.
if I were you, Tony.
Oh, well, let me know when Banner Industries releases your
jangan,
model,
jangan.
and I'll be sure to take a look.
Mana tadi snipernya? Atau yang merah dulu deh. Kita tabakin ke si Tony. Hancur defense-nya.
Targeting systems active.
Baru kita pakai counter. Udah.
Well, assistant.
Kita aktifin kemampuan colornya. Joker maksudnya, bukan itu ya, bukan color. Beda tempat itu.
This shall be a
Terus Hellfire. Siapa aja nih yang kena? Oh, ini langsung mati sih. Tapi kalau shield charge, aduh, udah nggak bisa pindah posisi ya. Udah, ini saja. Kita target si sniper. Satu lagi mana? Ya, dia pakai ngilang lagi. Udah, sama ini dulu deh.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Melt your face if you keep that up.
Terus kita pakai Holy Burst, kita sembuhin si ini, Tony.
Their time is
Mati satu snipernya.
There's the hunter I've been hearing about.
Gak usah lah, gak usah interogasi.
But I like it.
Kita pakai cambuk. Ini si merah ini kita lempar ke, nah ini nih,
You have earned this.
mati dua-duanya.
Hell,
Kita aktifin lagi jokernya.
this shall be of great help.
This shouldn't take long.
By her command. Hydra's upping its game. On Delta responding.
Getting closer. Power distribution is coming back online. Should be able to reactivate the... Wait, what? Why are those even connected?
But we don't have time for your ego, Tony.
Ini si kapten dikeluarin dulu deh, ke sini deh. Bentar. Terus
I've got it. This is still happening.
I'm gonna improve the odds. You're saving me for a special occasion.
I hope you've got a permit for that thing. I will not fail.
kena damage dikit. Counter. Yes. Ya, nggak mati. Lagi. Sip. Imba juga nih Hydra-nya.
Reactors are online. Internal sensors are recalibrating. We're almost there. Just hold out a little bit longer.
Understood. The devil is in the details.
Everywhere these days.
I am going to enjoy getting to know you.
This should help a little. Here we go. Precisely what I needed. Roll back and regroup.
You do not know who I am.
We got incoming fire.
Bruce, I know you're under a lot of pressure, but
Can we get those defenses activated while there's still a tower left to defend?
I think I've finally got everything initialized. Won't be much longer now.
can be a lot worse. Trust me.
Aduh, si Anto juga itu yang masuk ya. Nggak bisa di itu lagi. Udahlah, pakai ini aja.
They will know our power.
That's a new one. Quickly, to the top of the tower.
At least we know Hydra's commitment to cowardice remains unchanged.
Much like their commitment to just plain sucking.
Huh. Maybe we will survive this battle unscathed.
Never, ever say that. That's pretty much Hero 101.
Arc Reactor 1 going critical. Attempting shutdown now. Wait, what the hell's a prefix code?
The ultimate safeguard. Lucky for us, the one person on Earth who knows it is right here. Okay, capital H-U-L.
Tony, tell me your super secret code is not Hulk Smash.
Don't be ridiculous. It's Hulk Smash 1234. Transmitting now.
Got it.
Cute, but you're playing with the big boys now. Hail Hydra!
Oh shit, kita lawan si ini. Apa? Tulang hilang.
You a new one.
Musuh bubuyutannya si Kapitan Pacitan.
That explosion just shorted out half our systems.
Glad to hear it's working out.
I'll be lucky if I can keep the reactor from going full
Ya Allah, ada beginian lagi ya.
When a plan comes together.
We get it, Rumlow.
No.
Let's do this.
Kita geser, kita pindahin ini, kita jangan sini dulu. Mungkin ini berguna nanti buat melemahkan si tulang silang.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Tuh si Hunter kan juga masuk ke sini, kita pindahin juga dia ke. Udah nggak bisa ya, shoot. Nggak bisa ya, atau enggak bener nggak bisa loh. Udah kita sembuhin si Tony aja.
The light is on our side.
I owe you one.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Engaging. Help is at hand.
I feel stronger already. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
It's about time. This'll shoot the fleas off a dog's back at 500 yards.
Sakit
It's a
loh.
stunner.
Aduh.
So that's your legendary savior? You're supposed to be Lilith's kid, right? Must be the runt of the litter.
Oke, kita keluarin si kapten
Come
dulu
closer,
dari sini.
mercenary, and I will show you just how hard this runt can bite.
Here we go.
Hardly a flesh wound.
Watch my back.
Love the effort.
Kenapa tadi
That
tuh?
was something.
Udah mau bangun Toto itu jatuh sendiri. Kocak. Oh ya, kita pindahin si ini, si Tony dulu. Pindahin si Tony. No. No, Tony. Kita tabrak ke Nah, ini nih langsung mati nih.
I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of
Thank you,
worked with
Steve.
the move yet? Getting it done any way we know how.
Now it's serious.
Gak kena. Ye.
I get paid by the job, not the hour. Let's make it fast. Just renewed my hunting.
Sakit.
Crude but effective.
Tunggu pembalasanku, anak muda.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Sumpah.
Bruce, getting quiet down there.
I'm a
Apa-apaan
little
ini?
busy. Perhaps if you could stop the hail of rockets from slamming into the facility, I could stabilize
Aduh,
the
nggak
highly
bisa
explosive
lagi.
reactor.
Ish, always so touchy.
Keep an eye on that one.
Sorry, Steve. Saya cuma pengen keluar dari situ aja, dari lingkaran situ. Udah, kita interogasi dulu nih.
You are going to talk.
Ya, maaf Tony, saya nggak sempat mindahin kamu. Naikin defense dulu deh.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich? They're not gonna like this.
That'll work.
I'm gonna rip you a new one. Oh, I hope you.
Aduh. Lagi. Buset. Fetis banget lu sama si kapitan ya. Counter. Oh, nggak bisa.
Finally getting some face
Oh iya,
time
kartunya
with
belum
the
ada ya.
man himself. Always wanted to get a closer look at that shield of yours, Cap. It'll make a nice souvenir.
Diam tulang
Careful
silang.
what you wish for, Rumlow.
Kita pindahin ke sini.
That's a new strategy.
Kita lihat saja. Kan langsung mati. Kita ke... Nah, ini nih.
You had your chance.
Mati kau, Rumlow.
Lilith will not
Banyak
look
bacot
kindly
sih.
on this one.
Ini juga habisin.
Sure, why not?
Boom.
Oh, that? It was nothing.
Oke, kayaknya nggak ada lagi, kita habisi gilirannya. Pasti habis ini dia naik lagi nih, bangun lagi.
Enemy forces converging on our position.
Tuh kan,
Surprised
Bahannya
you had
double
the
dia.
courage to come down here and face us yourself, Rumlow. Hydra suddenly pay you extra for honor?
And miss the look on your face. Trust me, Rogers. Nothing could keep me away from here today.
I'm on it. That's the stuff.
nah ini yang gue butuhin nih.
System. The advantage is mine.
Let's settle this.
Barely even noticed it. Running away already.
You might want to get that looked at.
Boom. Senjata makan tuan.
I'm gonna rip you a new one. This is my boomstick.
I'm gonna need some time here.
Dia emang demen banget nyasar si kapitan ya.
To get messy.
Mentang-mentang musuh bebuyutan.
Support units on the move.
Tony,
That
get out of
shield
there.
will make a fine trophy.
We got incoming fire.
Tuh, si Kapten kena lagi. Ini nih.
I'm saving my energy so we need it.
Yang penting dia keluar dulu dari situ. Oke, terus
I am by your side.
seriously? Coba redraw. Emang ada defense lagi. Coba ini. Nah, ini sih nggak apa-apa.
You're fighting about me.
Mau pakai Holy Burst tapi dia cuma di sini sendirian. Sayang.
They won't know what hit them.
Nggak kena lagi. Dia tak makan tuan lagi.
Might as well line up, suckers. I'm here to get paid. You're dumb.
Tuh kan dia lagi.
Stay right there.
Mampus dia berdiri di situ lagi. GB gitu loh.
Scumbag. Incoming rockets, watch out.
Oke, yang masuk radius ini si tulang silang dan si ini, si geblek ini. Jadi kita keluarin si hunter dari situ. Kita keluarin di sini aja. Cari aman. Mamam tuh udah sendiri. Ya tapi si kapten udah itu ya, nggak bisa dipindahin lagi. Heal charge. Udahlah.
Doesn't look like they're getting up. At least not right away.
Udah kan selesai.
You pee-wee scouts sure had me worried for a second. Was afraid I wouldn't get the chance to use this.
Hold that thought.
What's our status, Brucey? We good?
Oh, yes. So good.
Tony, was that a gamma burst? Why am I reading a gamma burst coming from inside the tower?
Not to worry, everything is fine, all part of the plan. Bruce, what the hell is going on down there?
Something far worse than hell, Tin Man.
Lilith, like I said before.
The Dark Mother thanks you so much for the Gamma Accelerator. Couldn't have done it without you, Tony.
Did I miss
He
something?
is lost to us, fallen to my mother's corruption.
Yeah, it's sort of a thing now. You played us. Well, played me. The code, this. Also, you could steal your precious accelerator. Fight her off, Bruce. We both know you're much stronger than this.
Always trying to play the hero, Tony. Well, here's your chance. Save the world. Take the shot. Disappointing.
Ternyata si Bender udah dikendaliin sama si Lilith. Entah bagaimana caranya.
Tony, I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything, because I don't want to talk about it.
Tony at a loss for words. That's a first.
It's happened before, and it's never a good sign. He's deeply shaken.
Tony langsung baper ya. Gara-gara si menara Avenger-nya dihancurin, terus si teman baiknya
I never thought Dr. Banner's mind could get hacked. Poor guy.
nggak nyangka si teman baiknya si Dr. Banner bisa dicuci otak sama Lilith.
Both of them.
Crossbones gets a 0 on my mercenary score sheet. Well, that was crazy. I didn't have Avengers Tower goes boom on my end of the world bingo card.
This is not a game, Deadpool. It was a major loss.
So what, a guy's not allowed to deflect with humor? Lighten the mood a little? It's getting stuffy around here.
Joking around is not going to help.
Oh, you sure about that? Morale has been in the crapper ever since the big guy joined Wanda in Brainwash Town.
Making light of this situation does not feel right.
You know, some people say laughter is the best medicine.
Those people never lost friends to my mother.
I feel for him, you know?
You do?
Not having any control over your body. Been there, done that. Not a big fan. I'd rate it a big fat 0.
I understand what you are saying.
Didn't know you were part of the Body Snatchers Club.
Not entirely. The collar I wear keeps me balanced.
No offense, Hunter, but you don't look like a scale. What happened to your pals gives me the creeps, and I relate.
It brings me no joy either. We will recover them.
Great. I'll book a session with a therapist now. Bring tissues. Well, time to go around the Abbey and deliver joy like Santa Claus.
Please do not do that.
Boo. No fun.
Emang
Let's be real. We all know what's going to happen with Banner and Lilith, and it rhymes with the word sulk. And when Banner gets sulky, whoever he hurts is going to be on Tony's hands. It doesn't really matter what Tony could have done. We must live with it.
ya ya.
To get Lilith to release Banner. It's based on this really old movie. But we need an old
Hey.
We should talk.
You're right. Let's talk about how your mother just turned one of my best friends against us.
I'm sorry about your friend. What happened? What happened to Banner?
There is nothing you could have done for Dr. Banner. Nothing any of us could have done. Lilith is Lilith, and Banner is only human after all.
If you think that, then you don't know him. Bruce is one of the best of us.
Good and evil mean nothing to Lilith. A whisper from her and even saints kneel at her feet.
That's not what I mean. I've never met a man with more mental and emotional control than Bruce. He knows what it's like to have a voice inside your head telling you to give in. If he couldn't stand up to Lilith, I can't help but question our odds. Listen, I know what happened to Bruce isn't your fault.
But
I'd be a fool if I said I trust you completely. You're Lilith's kid. Could your mother turn you the same way she turned Bruce? What if she has already?
if that were the case, none of you would be standing here right now.
You might be right, which is part of the problem. I don't know anymore. This is beyond anything I've ever faced before. These people look to me for guidance, but it feels like I'm stumbling around in the dark.
I was told you are a soldier.
I was. A long time ago.
Then you know war is always uncertain. Learn from this experience and ensure that it never happens again. Or give in to doubt and surrender now.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Not exactly my branch of the service, but I get the point. You know, I think I might have misjudged you, Hunter.
I am the child of the Dark Mother. It is only right for you to be wary.
I appreciate that, but the truth is, I was angry about Bruce, and I took it out on you. That's on me. I'm sorry. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Steve Rogers. What do you say we get to know each other?
Sure thing, Steve.
Are all modern soldiers as well trained as you?
I haven't been a soldier since 1945.
Then why do they call you Captain America?
You could say it was an old nickname that just stuck.
You still have not answered my question?
Listen, today's soldiers are some of the bravest, most dedicated people I've ever known. But my training was different. I volunteered for a special procedure in hopes of creating the world's first super soldier. It worked. But the man who invented it, Dr. Erskine, was killed soon after. So to answer your question, I'm the only one.
How do you like being an Avenger?
Maybe it's the soldier in me, but I just like being part of a team.
Is that why you created them to begin with?
I think you misunderstand. I didn't create the Avengers.
I was under the impression you were their leader.
I'm good with tactics. That's all it is. Believe it or not, I didn't join the Avengers until the first time Bruce quit. He didn't take that well at all. Nearly tore apart New York.
Dr. Banner? Impossible.
He's a different person when he's angry. You haven't seen anything yet.
And still you let him come back?
Everyone makes mistakes, Hunter. Ours are just larger than most.
There's something about you that I cannot place. You seem different from your friends. Almost...
Older?
I suppose so, yes.
I get that a lot. Last time I checked, I was 102. But honestly, I've stopped counting. It's weird even for me. I was in a plane crash near the end of World War II. Went into the ice in '45 and stayed frozen for, well, long enough. When they finally fished me out, the world I knew was long gone. I understand we have that in common.
It has been an adjustment.
Believe me, I know. The world has changed a lot since you were last here. But if you need help or just need to talk it out, I'm here. Anytime.
I sense there is a past between you and Crossbones.
He's a mercenary. Real name, Brock Rumlow.
He does not seem to like you very much.
We go way back. He even killed me once.
So you are an immortal?
Only if you listen to the Avengers marketing team. It's a long story, but no, I bleed just the same as you. Well, not the same as you, or Carol, or Bruce. Even Tony and Steven, I guess. But look, I'm mortal.
I am glad we had a chance to speak, Steve Rogers.
I am too, Hunter. You're not too bad at this leadership thing yourself. Starting to feel like I could go another 12 rounds. No time like the present. See you around, Hunter.
Yeah, see you around too, Steve.
Trust Tony. Most of the time, he always has a plan, and when he doesn't, he always makes a plan.
Oke, jadi intinya si Tony ini lagi baper ya setelah misi tadi. Gara-gara teman baiknya tuh si Bruce Banner alias Hulk ternyata berhasil dikendalikan oleh nyokapnya si Hunter ini yang bernama Lilith. Dan juga dia juga kehilangan menara Avenger yang dihancurin sama Hydra. Ya gimana nggak baper sih, rumah sendiri dihancurin terus teman baiknya dicuci otaknya. Tapi ya sekian dulu video kali ini, gue akan mengakhirinya di sini. Semoga kalian terhibur dengan video gue yang kali ini, waktu kali ini. Sekali lagi gue mengucapkan selamat Natal, selamat liburan juga untuk semua yang lagi liburan, entah di luar kota atau di luar negeri. Dan pesan gue, hati-hati karena cuaca tahun ini sedang sangat tidak bersahabat ya. Entah kadang panas, kadang hujan, terus hujan angin, ya kan, terus ada bencana lagi di sana, tanah longsor segala macem. Ya semoga kalian hati-hati aja di sana, jangan sampai niatnya mau liburan malah kena bencana ya kan, ya jadi nggak asik liburannya. Oke, gue Jorgen, sampai ketemu lagi di video gue yang selanjutnya. Jangan lupa untuk kasih jempol, komen kalau kalian main komen, subscribe jangan lupa biar channel gue semakin banyak subscribernya, dan semoga bisa dimonetisasi biar lumayan dapat penghasilan juga kan dari sini. Oke, sampai ketemu di waktu gue yang selanjutnya. Skol. Hey Charlie.